Hello.
Howdy.
Hey. Let's see. It's time for some final fighting.
Yo.
So, in between the last stream and today, I played the games that we already played. I played them offline single player. So, I got those
Gotcha.
trophies.
Nice.
Alright, so let me post in the Discord here and then I'll ready up. Alright, Metro City, the well-known crime capital. With Mike Hagar, the well-known mayor who never wears a shirt.
Yep.
Mad Gear, not to be confused with Metal Gear. Sometime in the 1990s, we don't know when. Although, according to the internet, this game was first released as an arcade machine worldwide December 1st, 1989. So, back then it takes place in the future of sometime in the 90s. Hey, Doom.
Howdy, Doom.
Of course, then later in the 90s, it was ported to various home consoles. Are you going to be Guy, not Hagar?
Yep. I played Hagar when I played solo, so.
Okay, I was going to choose Hagar, but I guess time ran out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll switch if it allows it when I die. I didn't look at when the other games came out in the arcade, but it seems like this one might have been first or earlier. Maybe that's just a guess. I don't know.
Cody in this game looks so different than modern Cody.
Yeah, he does. He looks kind of generic.
Yeah. Oh, that was fast. This is vastly easier to play with two people. Ow.
Is this guy's name Damn No? Or is it Damn ND? Oh, okay, like damned. I was like, Damn ND. It's all caps, yeah. Thrasher, Skate, and Destroy. Now, I have a question about Streets of Rage 4.
Alright.
So, yeah, there's a trophy for just beating a stage in Mania mode, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Could we do that co-op? And it would still give me the trophy?
Possibly. I haven't tried it, so.
That would be something we could try once we're done with these two games.
Yeah, we can do that.
I was looking at that video that I posted about getting the highest combo or whatever, and it's like stage 2 Mania mode, and I'm like, well, I can't even play that. It says it's locked because I haven't beat stage 1 on Mania mode. So I'm like, maybe if we could beat stage 1 on Mania mode.
Yeah, those combos are pretty easy to get. You just kind of have to continuously hit and move. Like, I was getting out of this world combos while speed running on complete accident.
Whoa, hey Highlander.
Hello, Highlander.
We're having so much fun. So much fun beating guys up and also possibly girls named Poison.
That's a whole nother discussion there.
That's a topic for another day.
Yep.
Good day. Doom likes levels on moving vehicles. Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Man, I am getting wrecked, this guy.
Of course, then there's the top of the train in Streets of Rage 4 where you gotta jump over those things that come periodically and
This stage is so annoying. I enjoy it, but it's annoying.
I think just like the minecart stage in Resident Evil 4, like if your character's doing some sort of animation that's like not cancelable, like a throw or something, you'll go right through the thing just fine. Like if it happens at the right time.
If you grab enemies and use Floyd's triangle shock move, yeah, you can just go right through it.
But yeah, I beat the single player of that with Blaze and Floyd so far, so I've still got like Cherry, Adam,
I couldn't get to it.
somebody else. And I believe I've unlocked like all the Streets of Rage 1 and 2 characters, but none of the Streets of Rage 3 characters so far.
his stool.
Here's Sodom and his. I'm sure he has a twin brother named Gamora.
What the fuck, bro?
Doom knows all the censored names. Here comes Hagar.
I think I got him locked. I had him locked.
It's like, not anymore. Is he dead?
Yeah. He is a very funny character. Like, if you know, like, the full details of Sodom, it's very funny.
He was telling us there Breakpoint, not to be confused with Point Break, the movie. But
I'm not even hitting the right spot. There we go.
hey, Quack, thanks for the host. Oh, my car. So, once again, as is usual, Luna is player 1 in this. Currently Guy, and I'm player 2, currently Hagar. And today we have Final Fight, followed by Captain Commando.
I'm hoping that Captain Commando is funner to play 2-player, because I did not have very much fun playing it 1-player.
I think I had fun playing it with Cobra 2 players.
Alright.
But that was a long time ago. It's like less than a year ago, I think. I think it was last summer. You know what I did last summer because you can watch my past broadcasts. Doom, why is he Elgato with a D instead of Elgato with a T?
I never stopped.
Whoa, hey Lizard. Which one's Goku? I don't know. What, do you think everyone who wears an orange gi is automatically Goku? That's racist. He doesn't have a turtle symbol on the back. Speaking of racist, that guy's name was Wong Hu.
Oh yeah, this cutscene cutscene's weird.
Dude,
You're
I think
just like about to get in here, and then you just get grabbed. I'm just standing here like, oh, I'm gonna go walk with you. That is such a weird cutscene with two players.
I like how there's an F Andore and a U Andore, so it's FU. Also, Doom, I think the correct grammar is Wong Whom? They're just mashing me. Get over here.
Mash too.
Whoops.
Ugh. Ugh.
Suplex.
Son of a bitch. There we go.
Like, now we're gonna go in this door like we were meant to. Before that happened. Those signs that said surf, they were in another game, I think. How much was this guy censored?
Right.
It's a good thing we know where the Atlantic Ocean is. Oh goody, fire coming out of the fucking floor.
I hate this stage. Oh my lord.
Is it better or worse than green sewer gas coming out?
Worse. Because it kind of just locks you and makes you take whatever happens.
They took this
For a
stage
sewer.
out. The Super Nintendo
I
because it
guess
sucks.
sewer gas does that too, but
Yeah, this does suck.
yeah, fight in this flame.
This is like rip all your quarters.
Yeah, and then they got this stupid big dude that won't let you stay over here. There we go.
Trying to hide behind these barrels. Get out of here. Yeah, when I was playing Warriors of Fate, I was thinking how if they had done the localization better and if they had kept all of the like correct Three Kingdoms names and that storyline, like I would have loved that game.
Yeah.
Of course, I had to have played Dynasty Warriors 4 first to know who the hell the people are, but once I did, I think it would have been really cool. But now it's like all the names are weird, and you're like, wait, who's this supposed to be?
It's Dakan Hakan, didn't you know?
Who the fuck is that? I mean, it's understandable because when it had come out, 1990 or whatever, they're probably like, well, people in America don't know who the hell Cao Cao is and all these people because the Dynasty Warriors games haven't come out yet. This is the classic elevator stage.
Yep. Here's Rolento. Ouch.
So he wasn't in the Super Nintendo. I can never remember if I have the Super Nintendo version. Without looking it up. I'm pretty sure I have Final Fight on like 3DO or something. I wonder if the 3DO version was censored or. Did he just blow himself up with his own grenades?
Yep.
This is Zonus? Gotta make sure not to hit each other. The Bay Area, but it's not the San Francisco Bay. Random dog.
Jesus. As soon as I get ready to attack, they just do their stupid charge attack.
Oh yeah, I didn't get the Trevelyan joke either until. It's totally Pepsi. Donkey Kong's throwing barrels at us again.
E-barrel. Ah. Goodness. Screen flooded with enemies all of a sudden.
And knives.
Ugh. Okay.
No, I have not watched Dexter.
I've watched, well, I guess it depends on what Dexter you're talking about. I've watched 2 Dexters. Definitely wouldn't be Rock's thing.
There was a show called, like, Drexler's Class, I think. About, like, a teacher named Drexler.
I like Dexter. It ended really terribly, though. I also read one of the books.
Yeah, I mean, I know what it's about like, the serial killer, and I know that a lot of it's kind of notorious for, like, a lot of the fans not liking the ending.
Yep.
Right? What did it air on, like, HBO or Showtime or something?
I think Showtime? Might be wrong, though.
Okay, I didn't know exactly what it was, Doom, but I always used to call it Drexler for some reason.
I mean, all things considered, there are some pretty gruesome parts in Dexter, but considering the subject matter, it's not as bad.
Damn it. I lost my points and became Cody because I was reading chat. Shit.
1, 2, 4 are probably the best seasons, yeah. 4 is good because the villain in 4 is like John Malkovich, and he's freaking fantastic. Or not John Malkovich, John Lithgow, I think his name is. He was fantastic.
The guy from Third Rock from the Sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Lithgow, yeah.
He was like the rival of, like, Dexter, and, like, yeah, he was, like, probably the scariest character on that entire show. Yeah, the Trinity Killer.
Yeah, I never watched Third Rock from the Sun, so I'd have to, like, look up exactly what John Lithgow was in and see if I've seen him in anything in particular. Hey, Biohazard Shark.
There's, like, a part where, like, he finds out, because, like, Dexter is, like, how Dexter, like, finds people he's going after is he uses, like, fake names and stuff. And, like, there's a part where John Lithgow finally finds out who he is, and he's just got this menacing voice, and he's like, "Hello, Dexter Morgan," and it's like, oh, gross. house.
Yeah, I think like Doom said, knowing what I know of John Lithgow, to hear him say that like menacing, that would be kind of weird. I'm
He
sure
was
he will.
excellent, honestly.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, there's a lot of dumb in that show. And for some reason, they decided that, even though it's technically, they decided to pull an anime. They pulled I'm in love with my not related blood brother. Not related brother. So it's just like, oh, okay. Sure. This was totally necessary.
Did you guys ever see an anime series called Da Capo?
Sounds familiar. I don't think I've ever watched it, though.
Ratmus and I did, and it's all about that.
There's plenty of animes like that. It's an anime trope for a reason.
Of Da Capo Doom? Because yeah, I was wondering if I couldn't remember if there was a third season that I'd never seen.
You told me about the third season, or Brock about the third season? My memory's pretty shit, so.
My memory's pretty shit too.
Okay, you told Rock about it.
I don't think I did.
So Dexter and his sister are played by a husband and wife combo. His sister wife was hated from what I heard. I thought she was an okay character. She's a very yeah, she has her bad moments, but like everybody in that show does. Anybody in any TV show does.
Yeah.
So wait, Dexter and his sister in the show are actually married? I didn't know that. I might have known that in the past, but I probably forgot about it. It's been a while since I finished Dexter.
Just getting pounded over here. Alright, time to be Hagar again.
Yeah, because I like to look up stuff like that. I like to look up the actors and actresses and see like if they have like actual connections in any way or if they're just acting. Because I feel like a lot of like on-screen like good connections are based on like real life connections. A lot of shows I've seen like that, like the best are like people that are actually married or like have been together in the past.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Ratmus. Get away from me!
Rapnus, do you remember if we ever watched DeCapo 3? Because I don't, because we didn't make a Mad Lib about it. We made Mad Libs about all the other DeCapo seasons.
Ow. So the more I've been playing Project X Zone, the more I've realized how much I enjoy it, but at the same time the plots just drivel, because obviously they're not going to make a good plot out of a game where you just throw a bunch of characters in one game. Yeah, DeCapo sounds familiar. I just don't think I've ever watched it. I've watched plenty of animes like that though, where sister loves the brother and then like gets with him. I mean, Trails, one of the longest stream games I've ever done on my stream. There's a whole thing with that too on that game, as Doom pointed out earlier.
Well, where did Doom get that emote? Well, in my opinion, Leonardo DiCaprio's greatest role was when he was a young kid on Growing Pains.
I thought you were gonna say the racist on Django.
No, I haven't seen that one.
He did a really good job on that.
This is where Blizzard will make some sort of joke about
Fair.
Django Fett Unchained. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right, you don't like those movies.
Yes, you guys have known me for so long, you're like, this TV show, oh, Rock won't like that. This movie, oh, Rock won't like that. Whoops.
You have a very specific taste, so it's easy for me to say, oh, it's a gory horror movie. Yeah, you wouldn't like that.
Like, I was watching an old Rock Doom stream from 2014, and I casually said to Doom, like, you haven't played Grand Theft Auto Vice City, have you? And he's like, no. He didn't, like, elaborate about how he would never fucking play that game in a million years. He just said no.
Oh, Doom doesn't like the GTA series? Is it because it's open world, or he just doesn't want to play a game where the objective is to become a drug kingpin?
Yeah, see, Doom has a very specific thing also, where he doesn't like it when video game characters that he plays as do immoral things for immoral reasons. Unless for some reason it's like played up the crazy comedy or something like No More Heroes.
No More Heroes is its own. That's a whole discussion for. That game series is different.
A whole nother discussion like Poison.
Yes.
Missing chat.
keeps interrupting me.
Too bad we can't play He Barrel online co-op.
I still need to, as I was telling Doom before, I need to look up if there's a way to do this Cuphead online, because I saw a video on YouTube of this big streamer playing it online with his friend. So I was like, oh, we can do co-op Cuphead, even though I really don't want to, because it terrifies me that I'm gonna just do dog shit.
Why don't you just do co-op Battletoads?
Ugh. That's even worse, man. I mean, I guess at least I'd have Doom to, like, pick up my slack, I guess. It'd be kind of like 2 players, 1 controller, Super Metroid. Doom had to pick up all the slack.
Was Doom picking up the slack for DK when they did Metal Gear Solid 2 players, 1 controller?
Probably not, because I think DK is actually pretty good at... Oh, I broke his wheelchair. I think DK is pretty good at Metal Gear Solid.
Whereas I don't give a shit if the character or the situation or what I'm doing is moral or immoral in a video game. All I care about is the gameplay good and fun.
I used to be play Grand Theft Auto a lot more when I was younger. Eventually it just kind of got over it. But I think that's just because I think San Andreas is probably the last good one. I know people like 5, but I'm not really interested in playing it.
Yeah. Like, I played 4, but I never really liked it the way I liked the previous games, and I really only, did it again for achievements.
Yeah, like, the last, 2 I played serious was Vice City and San Andreas. But yeah, I never played 4. I don't know. Don't have an interest anymore. A lot of time when I played it when I was younger, I just tried to get the stars up to max, and that was it.
Yeah. It's like, you can tell when I've streamed the PS2 games a few times because I love them, and it's like I've thought about streaming GTA 4, but I just don't really want to play it. I just don't. It would be something new and different on my channel, but if I'm not really having fun playing it, then what's the point, right?
Yeah. But these,
I mean, there's an achievement in GTA 4. Yoki-chan's Papa. Whoa, I haven't seen him since Mega Man 2. GTA 4 has an achievement for getting all 6 stars. I remember doing that. Wait, did you beat the shit out of me and then I got the girl?
Were you playing Cody?
I mean, I was playing Cody half the time and Hagar the other half.
Well, if you were playing Hagar at the end, I guess no. You were just kind of
Yeah, I think I was.
You gave your daughter a hug, and then she left you and was like, "Hey, I gotta go follow my man." So then I was like, "Hey, you didn't do anything during this playthrough, but get your ass over there and kiss her." So I punched him a bunch. Because that's totally understandable. Alright. Captain Commando.
Doom knows that Metro City is full of crime, and that's where the Viper is.
Doors.
Wait, what word are you talking about, Doom?
I love doing the Nemesis voice. That's so fun.
Why did he get the shit kicked out of him to ensure you'd talk to
Sade.
Sade?
Alright. Time to see if I enjoy this more. 8 beers deep in 2 hours. Damn.
Damn.
Damn, son. What the hell? He shot a flamethrower. Yeah, I played Mummy. I played Ninja for most of the last time I played this.
Whoa, hey Cobra, remember when you and I played this game?
Hey, Cobra. There's no I and beat 'em up. Hell yeah, trophy got.
There you go. Apparently, all you need to do is just play them, even for a second. Then I'll just have to do Captain Commando and Final Fight later by myself, and I'll have this game done.
Yeah.
Final Fight took 45 minutes. That was very quick.
Yeah, Final Fight's on the shorter end of all the games.
Got a ray gun and then beating up this guy who almost looks like Krang, except without the brain in his stomach. I don't know what it is, but I think in my brain I somehow combined Captain Commando and Battle Circuit. Yeah, because like when I was thinking back on it,
they're probably on similar tiers of weirdness.
Because I could have sworn that because like in Battle Circuit's the one where like you have like a police chief and he calls you in and he like tells you the missions or whatever. And like I could have sworn that was this game and he was talking to the baby. I was totally wrong about that. Like I don't really remember this at all.
I do, but that's just because I got done playing this on the last stream I did.
Yeah, like I for whatever reason, I whenever you played a game that I hadn't seen or even recently, I just stayed away from it so that it would be like blind when we did it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I haven't seen this since Cobra and I did it.
Okay. So yeah, so far I'm having a lot more fun playing this 2-player.
Might also be the character.
This 1-player was a miserable experience for me, honestly.
I don't know. I think I may have had more fun with Armored Warriors the second time.
Oh, yeah. Armored Warriors was like, when I played a single player, I was just like, wow, this is actually kind of interesting.
I mean, maybe it was that I understood the game more, or maybe it was just
Yeah.
whatever. But okay, here's the Shitstorm Junior who looks like Blanca. Yeah, I definitely remember Shitstorm. Later on, we'll see his dad. Spoilers. See, if I was having chicken nuggets and carrots, I would probably dip them in hot mustard or ranch, and then I don't think it would be very healthy, but it would be delicious. For a second, I thought that it was letting me beat up the door, but that's not the case. Also, Song is having internet problems today.
That sucks. Internet problem sucks.
I may have mentioned to you guys that Song was playing Link's Awakening Switch remake off stream, and she's never played the original Link's Awakening or anything, and she beat it. And
Nice.
she pretty much got 100%. There's this thing that they added in the Switch version where Dampe has like a mode where you can make dungeons, like make your own dungeons. And so there's what they call unlockable dungeon tiles or something, which helps you it's kind of like in Mario Maker, it would be like more options of things you can make basically in the dungeon.
Huh.
And she didn't get all of those because some of them required amiibos or farming a lot of money, and it was really stupid and pointless, so she just didn't bother with all those. But
Yeah.
other than that, I think she did everything.
I don't know. I've never even owned one amiibo. Like I've had plenty of games that utilize them, but I've never gotten one.
I think the only reason that we got into buying amiibos was because they unlocked in Mario Maker 1, if you wanted to unlock stuff, it was really hard unless you had certain amiibos. So we just started buying the amiibos because I'm like, I want 100%, but this is too hard, so it's easier. And now we have an amiibo collection. Which is fine. I'm happy with the ones we have, and we've gotten use out of them. So
Yeah, I have nothing against them. I just never bought any.
I know Neo
So I don't
does. I think Neo and maybe some other people are pretty much against them, but yeah.
Major against amiibos. I feel like there's a big subsection of people that I know from Twitch that are just anti any sort of things after the game comes out. Like no DLC, no post things added. I'm not that far. I'm okay with DLC as long as it's not gouging to an absurd extent. But
Yeah, I think Doom also is not a big fan of DLC.
yeah, I know he isn't
I
too.
think if he really likes the game and it's not too bad, I know he's bought some of them.
Yeah,
But yeah, a lot of the, I think back to the days when I was first playing my 360 and DLC was starting to become a really big thing. For example, Resident Evil 5 I think came out in 2009, and then it was maybe a half a year or a year later, then they come out with DLC that's actually it's a big portion. They're not ripping you off. It wasn't on the disc. They actually put thought and time into it. It's actually good content. It's fun. Yeah, you pay a little bit of money. I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't. So I was totally fine with something like that.
I think the only time where I'm like anti DLC is when they lock like whole like story stuff behind it. That's when I'm like, okay, this is kind of stupid. You should have just included this.
Obviously, like day one on disc shit, but I haven't really been involved with too many games that have had shit like that, so.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that I wouldn't like is like when I'm done with the game and I got all the achievements, then like all of a sudden one day they announce, oh, here's some DLC with like 10 more achievements, and I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta go back and get more achievements, otherwise I'm not 100%. Yeah, I guess that's true with like, well, yeah, some of the later Lego games, like the big superhero titles, they would have DLC where it's like, oh, here's the extra Man of Steel level, and it's an extra $2, and it's got like 2 achievements, and it's like one of the, yeah, that's fucking annoying. I know that there's a couple of Lego games like that. Oops. Accidentally like paused and hit save or something.
Yeah, auto saves whenever you hit pause. It's done it for me a couple times. See, like Cuphead's DLC, I'm okay with, because it's like they're adding literally like a whole new character. They're adding probably new boss fights. They're probably gonna do a lot to the game. That's why I don't really get upset when people bring up Royal, because it's like I think they did enough to where it doesn't even need to be classified as glorified DLC. To me, it's its own game. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, Persona 5 Royal is just glorified DLC. I'm just like, oh, I don't agree with you. That's where we're at. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you can say how you can call it DLC. I mean, I could see how you could call it like a remaster or something.
Yeah, sure.
Because like it's
remasters.
Like, yeah.
Remasters more like what I would call it, if anything. I don't have a problem calling it that, but like people are like legit just saying, "Oh, it's DLC."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Like, yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, first of all, it replaces the whole game. And second of all, it's like 120 fucking hours. I haven't seen any DLC that takes 120 hours. Also, somehow I became this ninja. I like how this scientist guy is just like screaming in the corner over there.
Yeah.
Chocolate bar. Also, this guy we're fighting is the monster, so is this Dr. Frankenstein over here? Because this is his monster?
Probably.
I mean, it's not like it's not like Link's Awakening for Switch's DLC. I mean, that's a remaster. Dr. Morstein. Oh, we cut him in half again. Hey, blogger, how's it going?
I don't really remember.
I mean,
I'm trying to think of how many hours they added. It's a lot, though.
It's probably like 20 or 30 or at least. I
Yeah,
think
it's something. It's hours upon hours. It's not like one cutscene they added.
I mean, I guess you could call the Color Dungeon in Link's Awakening DLC, except not really because you know, again, that's like there was the original and then there was the DX version. Not that I've ever played them, but the Color Dungeon was added. It's Dr. TW. Dr. Tom Watkins.
Nice.
Or Theodore Wanghammer.
Theodore Wanghammer. Yeah, that too, dude. They actually made stuff that made sense. It didn't just come out of nowhere. They weren't just like, oh, here's the final month of the game and here's the 2 new characters. They designed a whole friggin' story around those characters and had character development and everything.
I mean, Lego Dimensions was basically paid DLC the game, but Song really got interested in that game, and honestly, she paid for 95% of the cost of that game, which was a hell of a lot. But since I didn't have to pay for any of that stuff, I did have a lot of fun playing Lego Dimensions and all the different DLC levels. It sucks that they costed so much or whatever, but I mean, you're buying physical Legos.
Amen.
But I did really enjoy that game. Well, in Lego Dimensions, a lot of times the sets would go on sale. Because, I mean, so yeah, if you could, a lot of times later on they would be discounted, half price or something. So there was a lot of that. So you could get a set for half price, and when it's on sale, that would be the only discount.
I'm about to fight Blood.
Blood. And the Wookiee. And this guy who looks like Cooler. Yeah, I remember this. I don't remember how much the stuff in Lego Dimensions costs, but I mean, I bet you if you added up all the stuff together for Lego Dimensions that Song and I paid for, I bet it would be less than what Bunny paid for that Final Fantasy VII Collector's Edition by far.
There's one game series that is that I enjoy a lot. That's super notorious for DLC. Fire Emblem. Very super notorious. They got amiibos, they got DLC maps that you can get the new extra characters. They got classes unlocked, classes that you can get. Yeah, it became a thing when Awakening came out, dude.
Fire Emblem? I've never heard of that. I've only heard of Marth and Roy in Smash Brothers. Oh, okay, here he comes. I think this is Shitstorm and Drunk, the classic duo.
Yep.
I definitely remember this.
Ouch.
back to life, I heard a voice in the background just go, Captain Commando.
I call them strategy RPGs, but that's what some people call it, like tactical RPGs. It's like the same thing. Oh, I got drunk.
Follow these arrows on the floor. Oh no, barrels! Donkey Kong tricked us again.
I need my teddy. Final Fantasy Tactics.
I mean, I'm such an RPG noob, I can barely understand the difference between different types of RPGs.
I could give a class probably on different types of RPGs. And the good qualities and the drawbacks to each of those categories.
Like, what is it, like an action where, like, during the battles, like, you can just run around and, like, anyone can attack at any time, or how's that go?
Yeah, action is the one where you have like full control of movement and attacks and all that stuff, and then it's just kind of some actions like it's where you can switch between the characters, kind of like most recent example I could give is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Then there's some actions like Tales where you just kind of pick your character and that's who you play as. And then your other allies are either AI or if you could have up to 3 other friends. You could have a full party of people with you. You could technically co-op a Tales game if you got enough people, or if you're in a local area.
A local area network?
Yeah, well that too, but
yeah, but see, like me being used to like Final Fantasy VI or Super Mario RPG where it's turn-based, like I can't, like I almost can't even like imagine playing a game where it's not turn-based.
Freaking Sacred Stones is great. I like Sacred Stones a lot. The only way I have to play that is by other means, though, because I don't have a copy of that. Oops, I didn't want to play Baby.
This guy walking around with like a one-inch sword. This bitch just spit acid on me. There's punks with RPGs. Not to be confused with role-playing games, I mean something else.
There's blood.
the other day I was looking through one of my drawers where I had some like magazines, Nintendo Power and stuff, and I found this Nintendo Power issue where I think it was like just after an E3 where like Other M had been announced. So like they were talking about this upcoming Metroid game called Other M, and they really like I guess they had seen like one trailer, so like they didn't know really much anything about it. So they just had like two paragraphs on like what it was gonna be. I wonder what Doom would say if he read that. Does this guy remind you of Dada Luma?
Yeah. It electrocuted Punk.
Well, I'm guessing they were probably optimistic, like, well, this game, could be awesome. We just don't know. But, they were probably just as disappointed as Doom was when it actually came out.
Yeah.
Hey, Ratmus, it's Carol.
Strategy RPGs are actually like my favorite type of RPGs, honestly. It's weird though, because none of the strategy RPGs I play are like in my top games. I just like the gameplay more. I mean, I would say like the closest strategy RPG to like making it into my top of like games ever is probably Disgaea, and Disgaea's problem is it's like so goofy that it's hard to like take super serious. So I don't really get attached to the characters in a way I would with like the other top games. It's goofy to its detriment, basically. Like it has its serious moments, but when by the time you have your serious moments, I'm already so used to the goofiness that I just can't like get like emotionally invested as much as I could. I should know what those enemies do already. I don't know why I keep walking into them. Oh, this enemy.
Fuck.
I've heard of a person being able to doppel, but why can he doppel as more than one person? That's the only thing that confuses me about this.
It's not a ninja.
it's a doppelgang, but it's like one big fat dude. That's all it is. Unless he's like hiding little fat dudes in his folds or something.
Maybe he's also kind of like Balone. So he just spits out clones. Because he's hungry.
Maybe, I don't know. Seems kind of iffy to me.
This game's plot won an award for most sane, logical plot, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Totally. Totally sane, totally logical.
There is. We reduced him to bones and ash. Is this
Yeah, didn't you know? That's my power. I can just turn you into bones and ash. That's my mummy power.
Is this where we go on the alien spaceship that looks like a space shuttle riding a dick?
Yes. Especially the dick part.
That's the most important part.
Confirmed.
I'm sure that's how we launched astronauts into space today, or tomorrow, whenever the hell it's supposed to be, on a giant dick. Maybe it's the Raya. You know that planet?
Ouch. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So this game's a lot better as 2 players.
Yeah, and I remember this final boss too. Scumocide. We're gonna defeat
He
the
is a scum
Scumocide.
because he goes off the fucking map. Douche.
It's like pretty much everyone in Warriors of Fate.
Fair. I'm really glad they got rid of that in Streets of Rage 4. It hardly ever happens.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be a halo on his head? 'Cause this guy's no angel.
It's like a stupid disc of dumb.
The stupid disc of... Actually, I mean, in Back to the Future 2, the little girl who originally had the hoverboard had this thing on her head where there was like a CD spinning like above her head. Like, I guess she was listening to the CD, like kind of like an MP3 player, except the CD is spinning right over her head. That's what this guy's doing. So he's just listening to music.
This guy is like so. He wants to be a friggin' dark side so bad.
But he's more like Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2.
Yep.
Just to say, he looks like a Swedish model, but he's really just an asshole.
Confirmed. fuck off, mate. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck you.
The spinny blade attack.
Fuck you.
Mac the
Fucking-
Knife defeated the Scumicide.
Shut up.
Yeah, I love this ending. Where it's just like, my dear people, the super criminals have finally been eliminated. And he just bursts in. That's right, we have beaten Scumocide. And then the guy is like, wait, who are you anyway? And he's like, I am Captain Commando!
Yeah.
Best ending. And then this part
Right.
coming up. Some guy named
Yeah,
Mayo.
that is definitely a much better game. 2-player. One a single player, that shit hurt my soul.
Well, I'll have to
Pretty
do.
sure I'm pretty sure I put it on the bottom of my rankings
Okay,
of
here we go.
Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle.
They're doing the dance. Really well.
How the hell do you do? I'm still confused. I see him use the flamethrower, but I have no idea how to use it.
I don't know. I'll have to see later when I do it single player if I feel the same way.
I strongly disliked it.
Is Bunny Tails streaming tonight?
Nope. She is taking the night off.
And that's you said you were gonna stream something later.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I'm going to. Probably just gonna be Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler. All right. Well, before that, like I said, I would like to try a little bit of Streets of Rage 4 with you before your gold account runs out or whatever.
Okay.
If we could do level 1 in Mania mode, that'd be great. No, I'll split the broadcast here, so because that's the end of Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. So we'll be right back, guys.
See you in a bit.